Welcome to Assiette Anecdotes, the channel that serves you history in all sources. Today, the chicken Marengo.
In the year of our Lord, 1800, Europe, that capricious old lady, trembled once again under the boots of a certain Bonaparte, whose ambition was matched only by his appetite, it seemed. Italy was the scene of warlike confrontations, and it was near the village of Marengo, under a sky as uncertain as the outcome of a rigged card game, that the story of our famous chicken unfolded. Imagine, my friends, the chaos of a battlefield. Cannons thundered with an eloquence that made diplomatic speeches almost soporific, sabers clashed in an unmelodious cacophony, and the cries of the combatants mingled with the neighing of the horses, all sharing the same desire, for this to end as quickly as possible, preferably with a good meal. June 14th was a harsh day, punctuated by twists and turns worthy of a serial novel. But in the end, victory, that capricious flirt, smiled on the French. The Austrians, suddenly less belligerent, took to their heels with surprising speed. Fatigue and a persistent hunger plagued the victors, whose leader, a certain Bonaparte, was seriously beginning to think about something other than military strategy. His personal cook, a man named Dunand, found himself in a predicament as delicate as a cat caught red-handed in a bag of dry food. The food carts, those indispensable appendages of any army on campaign, had scattered like dead leaves in the wind of battle. But French ingenuity, even in times of war, was never short of resources, especially when Bonaparte's stomach was at stake. Dunand requisitioned what he could find locally, a chicken that had had the bad idea of hanging around nearby, a few tomatoes ripened under the Italian sun with guilty insouciance, wild onions as pungent as the remarks of a grognard, garlic whose scent filled the air like a promise of comfort, local olive oil, and, lo and behold, a few crayfish that had had the unfortunate idea of wandering a little too far from their river. With these diverse ingredients, improvising a meal over a wood fire whose smoke mingled with the scent of gunpowder, Dunand concocted a dish as unexpected as victory itself. The chicken was sautéed with the energy of a cavalry charge, the tomatoes and garlic flavored the sauce with rustic simplicity, the onions added an unexpected sweet touch, and the crayfish, added as a last resort, gave the dish a strangeness that, by Jove, did not displease the future emperor. Legend has it that Napoleon, whose appetite was as legendary as his victories, savored this improvised dish with a satisfaction as loud as the footsteps of the Grande Army. The name Poulet Marengo was thus given to this culinary creation born in the tumult of battle, a tasty reminder that after glory comes the need to fill one's stomach. Over time, the recipe was enriched, sometimes with a fried egg, whose round yolk perhaps recalled the son of victory, or more prosaically, a protein boost, and a few golden croutons, which could have symbolized the laurels of heroes, or simply stale bread that had finally become appetizing. But the spirit of the dish remained. Simple cooking, made with what was on hand, capable of sustaining even the greatest conquerors, while waiting for the next feast. So, the next time you savor a chicken Marengo, imagine the Italian plains, the distant sound of cannons, and the imperious appetite of a man whose legend continues to be told, even between two bites of a dish born on the battlefield.
Master Hodge, your humble servant and storyteller of these flavors of yesteryear, apologizes for any liberties, or poetic licenses, as he likes to say, you may detect in our illustrations. If by chance an anachronism creeps into a setting or a historical detail gets tangled up, please attribute it not to a lack of rigor, come on, but rather to the sometimes selective memory of a mind that has spanned the centuries. Master Hodge's honorable age and his countless whiskey tastings can sometimes blur the lines between eras. But rest assured that while images can sometimes tease the truth, the spirit of the anecdote always remains true to its taste for the picturesque and the savory. Thank you for your indulgence, and enjoy your historical experience.